The Crunch hit week 11 of their schedule this week, heading into a 5-game road trip, tied for their longest road trip of this season. They've got 2 of these 5-game road trips here this year. This one begins in Toronto on Wednesday, then hits Laval Friday and Saturday. This past week for the Crunch, a 2-game week. Syracuse going 1-1 in week 10. A 5-0 win over the Binghamton Devils on Friday, pushing their point streak to 13 straight games, the third longest in franchise history, but that came to an end on Saturday with a 4-3 loss against the Rochester Americans. For the Crunch, it was their first regulation loss since October 27th, over 40 days in between regulation losses for the Crunch. So Syracuse now stands at 13-6-2-0, and they're in third place in the North Division heading into the week. Despite the loss on Saturday for the Crunch, they did get that shutout win over Binghamton on Friday. It's the 4th shutout of the season for Connor Ingram, the 8th of his career, as the second-year goaltender continues to make impressive strides here in year 2.
You know, for me, it's little adjustments that he's making, understanding his depths, understanding his reads, that he's continuing to grow, and hopefully he can keep going on this path. It's been exciting to watch.
The Crunch also continue to get production from rookie forward Alex Barré-Boulet, the 21-year-old who now has an 11-game point streak, longest by a Crunch rookie since at least the 2005-2006 season. He is now playing at a point-per-game clip, 21 points in 21 games. He is one of 5 Crunch players who has at least 9 goals on the season. He's playing great, and with the Crunch heading up to Toronto and then Laval this week, get a chance to play back in Quebec for the first time since he played his junior game there the last couple of years.
Yeah, really excited. I've been there last year a couple of times because my junior team was 15 minutes away, so I saw them play a couple of times, and of course I got family coming and playing against my former head coach and assistant coach. Gonna be fun.
So the Crunch hit the road this week for the first 3 games of their 5-game road trip. On Wednesday, the Crunch are in Toronto for their second time this season to face the Toronto Marlies. Marlies beat the Crunch on October 26th. That was also at Coca-Cola Coliseum. Then Friday and Saturday, Syracuse in Laval to take on the Laval Rocket for the second and third time this season. Crunch at home beat the Rocket back on the Crunch's Hockey Fights Cancer night. So Syracuse will face the Rocket for the first 2 times in Laval. They go there 3 times this season. You can catch all the action this week on ESPN Radio or AHL TV. Countdown to Crunch Time presented by Supercuts precedes all 3 games by 15 minutes. It's the Crunch of the Marlies on Wednesday, and then the Crunch of the Rocket Friday and Saturday as Syracuse plays in Week 11 of the AHL schedule.